extended the custody of Sachin Vaze, the Mumbai Police's crime branch has now been given 7 days custody of Sachin Vaze. Republic TV has been able to access the remand copy also, which mentions the need to investigate further if Sachin Vaze has extorted anyone else other than the complainant. The reason why they actually told the court that they need to keep him in further custody, and that custody to the Mumbai Police's crime branch has been granted. On your screen right now, you're reading more details of the remand copy that have been accessed by Republic. In fact, it goes on to say that we want to find out how many more extortions have been done by Sachin Vaze. Apart from that, they also want to find out the role of Parambir here, and also who all were those who were helping Sachin Vaze in this extortion, and what was being done about the extortion money, where all was it going, what all was being done. Yesha is tracking that story and she's been getting us all these updates. She joins us live right now on this edition of the news. And Yesha, I think these are very, very important details that are all coming in through the remand copy that Republic has been able to access. Give us a larger sum total of where does the interrogation today stand? What is it that the crime branch has been able to learn or recover, Yesha, from Sachin Vaze so far?
Yes, so now what we understand is that from this case, what is important to note here is that there's been a mention of Parambir Singh in this particular remand copy that we are talking about. So, which is how, what's important is that we've understood that Parambir Singh has been away for...
Okay, I'm told Piyush is also joining us live right now. Piyush, what more can you add to what we do know so far? And Yesha was just telling us more about the details of the remand copy. I see both of you now. You can take it away and tell us more about where have the investigations, Piyush, led us so far.
Well, yes, Deepthi, 7 days of custody has further been given to Mumbai Police Crime Branch, and Yesha was inside the court when Sachin Vaze was produced. So, Yesha, what do you think? How Mumbai Police Crime Branch is looking forward to further investigate this entire case?
So, Piyush, now what is important to note is that there has been a mention of Parambir Singh in this remand copy. Now, this is a very important point that has come out in this remand application, because we see that Parambir Singh was the former Mumbai Police Commissioner when Sachin Vaze was the CIU head. Now, let us understand what the status of Parambir Singh is right now. Maharashtra government has already decided to go ahead with the investigation, and if he is not found, they declare him absconding. In that context, because we see that this particular case, Bimal Agarwal case, wherein we had seen Sachin Vaze had said that he was extorting money on behalf of a number one. That number one was Parambir Singh. But now Mumbai Police is seeking further custody of Sachin Vaze in order to understand where Parambir Singh is, because they say that Sachin Vaze was close to Parambir Singh. Now, this has been a big revelation, because we see there's been development taking place on front of Maharashtra, wherein the government is also trying to find out where Parambir Singh is. Chandiwal Commission has also sent out notices and also issued a bailable warrant against Parambir Singh, and there are 2 non-bailable warrants against Parambir Singh already. One is already in this Goregaon case, in which Sachin Vaze is right now in the custody of Mumbai Crime Branch. Apart from that, there's another case at Thane in which a non-bailable warrant has been issued against Parambir Singh. So this further investigation for why Mumbai Police is seeking 7 days of custody is because of this. Apart from that, of course, there are points of the extortion money. How did the extortion take place? Was Parambir Singh instructing Sachin Vaze to do this extortion? And in that, in fact, Vaze, what's noteworthy to note is that Vaze is saying that he's willing to cooperate with the entire investigation. He is clean in this, and he's willing to cooperate with Mumbai Police and give out all the details.
Also, Mumbai Police Crime Branch in that particular remand copy has also mentioned about the fact that the money, extorted money, has not been recovered so far. Where did this money go, and who all people were at the receiving end?
So what we understood from the previous remand order was this particular complainant, Bimal Agarwal, had said that he had given more than 2 lakhs, more than 2.5 lakhs worth gifts, which is 2 Samsung phones, 9 lakh rupees was also given to Sachin Vaze. And this was because all these people were in fact threatened by Sachin Vaze's team, saying that if they want safety from Mumbai Police, they have to give in that amount to them. So in that context, now what Mumbai Police is saying that it was more than 11 lakh rupees, of which they've not been able to get the entire amount and the entire trail of that amount. So which is why the Mumbai Police would want to go ahead and recover and find out more details of this. So now this is what the line of investigation will be, because we saw that on 1st November he was first brought in to the Mumbai Police's crime branch, where the investigation has taken place, but now they want to further the scope of investigation, which is why this entire custody is being sought.
We also spoke to Special Public Prosecutor Mr. Jagtap. He also told us that they want to look forward where Parambir Singh is, and in coming few days they are going to also tell to court about their further investigation. Also, they want to understand as to how did the entire information of these bars and restaurants were reaching out to Parambir Singh.
In fact, Piyush, what we are waiting for now is that in the next 2 days, now this was what the information that we've got from our sources, and also mentioned by Jagtap, PP Jagtap inside the court, is that they have an evidence, a witness who will record their statement on Monday inside the courtroom. Now, this statement is already being recorded under CRPC 161, but they want the statement to be on oath inside the courtroom. That will be under 164, where they cannot back out from their statement. So this statement will be recorded on Monday before the court under oath, and this would be a game changer, is what we are being made to understand, that this statement will change the entire course of investigation. So now what is important to note is that will this lead further to Waze's extortion racket? Will this also further lead to how Parambir Singh was working as the Mumbai Police Commissioner? Now, these are some questions that will be answered only 2 days later, but now this entire case has taken an altogether different turn after Sachin Waze came into the custody of Mumbai Police, and they are further trying to understand. In fact, what we also is noteworthy to understand is that when the current police commissioner Hemant Nagrale had joined, he had said that they want to clean the image of Mumbai Police. So, is this entire process being done to ensure that the earlier image of Mumbai Police is being cleaned, and which is how they put forward that, all the other corrupt officers are now being brought to task, is something what we'll understand in the next 2 days.
So Deepthi, Yasha has perfectly explained to us what actually happened inside the court, and before I toss it back to you, I would also like to show you pictures of these vehicles, these Scorpio vehicles which are now parked inside the court, and any minute from now Sachin Waze would also be taken outside from this court. You can also see as to how security has been completely beefed up right there at Killa Court, and police personnel have been deployed in large numbers, and in few minutes from now he will also be taken out, and then that's the particular convoy in which Sachin Waze would also be taken out. So important developments today took place, and Sachin Waze also did not object to this because he's saying that he wants to cooperate, he wants to come clean out. But the point here is that there are a lot of things those need to be unearthed by the Mumbai Police Crime Branch, and that's why they sought further custody of 7 days of Sachin Waze. Deepthi.
Okay, Piyush, what we'll do is we'll keep our focus on those live images, and I think the moment there is some activity, you can, as always, just let us know. But I also want to tell our viewers who are just tuning into the broadcast, Piyush, the reasons why the investigative agency here has told the court that they still want to keep this man in custody. Why do they believe that a further custodial interrogation of Sachin Waze is so very important? And this is where, Piyush, the mention of Parambir really comes in here. Parambir again is someone who has been one of the important loose ends in the entire case, if I may, use that word. But the point is, where is he right now, Piyush? Who allowed him to escape? What was his role in this extortion racket? Why was Parambir, a part of this larger nexus? Was he doing this under his own volition, or was he doing this at someone's behest? Piyush, these are all crucial questions that will need answers now.
Well, absolutely, and that is what the Special Public Prosecutor also told us, that Parambir Singh and Sachin Waze were working hands in glove, and they both were, conducting this entire extortion racket together. They had information as to how, how to get information of the information of these bars and restaurants from where they can extort money. So that is what the important point which we also heard from Special Public Prosecutor. Remember that more and more information is being shared to us by Yasha, an updated information about this.
So now the updated information is that Sachin Waze would be taken from here back to the crime branch. In fact, also earlier we had seen that Sachin Waze had put in an application saying that he should be interrogated and questioned inside the Taloja jail itself, which the investigating officer did not apply and the court did not allow them to do, and which is why now, right at the same office where Sachin Waze used to earlier work, he's been kept inside the same premises where the interrogation is going on. So it's been 5 days ever since the interrogation is on. But apart from that, now what we also understand is that another 7 days, that is until next Saturday, is when he will stay inside the same compound, and the investigation would continue. So parallelly, even as the investigation is continuing at the court as well, there'll be other evidences which would be brought in by the investigating officer. So this is what the line of investigation is as of now. And going further, because as the previous remand also said that they want to understand this entire Goregaon case, because this Goregaon case is not the only case against Parambir Singh for that matter, and there are several other cases wherein Sachin Waze has also been mentioned accused. Because Sachin Waze was inside the Taloja jail in the NIA case, the Mansukh Hiren, as well as the Antilia bomb scare case, that he was in the judicial custody for. Though even after the charge sheet has been filed, he was kept inside because of several reasons, and it is a high security as well as a high profile case. So which is why it took the Mumbai police quite some time to get his custody from the Taloja jail as well.
Also, Yasha, there's a very important question about as to how when we spoke to public prosecutor, he told us that both these people, Parambir Singh and Sachin Waze, they were working hands in glove. How did this information of bars and restaurants was reaching out to Parambir Singh? That is also point to be investigated. This is what crime branch would be doing in coming few days. Do you think that few bars and restaurants were being identified by these people when they were in their post in the Mumbai police?
Yeah, exactly. In fact, that was what the complainant Bimal Agarwal had said in his complaint, that these people, that is Sachin Waze, had said he was reaching out to Bimal Agarwal and his team on behalf of Parambir Singh. It was then these people, these middlemen who were assigned the task of reaching out to these people. They were middlemen who were working as extortion agents on behalf of Sachin Waze. There were audio recordings of Sachin Waze which came out where it was mentioned that he was calling up certain people, asking them to extort money from those particular restaurants and bars, and this was how the entire operation was working.
They were identifying these bars and restaurants.
It was these middlemen who were identifying these bars and restaurants,
Piyush.
and it was on the basis of which that the entire information was carried out. In fact, one of the person, Alpesh Mehta, who was a middleman, was also brought into the court today. Yes.
So that's the information being shared, important bit of information being shared by Yasha Deepti, that how identification of bars and restaurants was being done, and that was on the behalf of Parambir Singh. And now the court and in fact the Mumbai police branch would look forward as to where Parambir Singh, and they would try to trace where has he left, where has he fled, is he in country,
Yes.
or where, they will look for the location of Parambir Singh.